Looks like at some point today, the flatheads knocked down their structure. I don't know where the third one is. There he is. In there with the soft-shell turtle. They're buddies. This aquarium's got a lot going on. This nice bullfrog up here. He occasionally eats my smaller fish. I put most of these small fish in here just as flathead food. A little pumpkin seed back there. I put probably 12 minnows in here the other day. They disappeared overnight. So I'm thinking these guys are very well fed. But these are my 3 baby flatheads. They're gonna grow probably too big to keep in this tank after about 1 year. Beautiful fish. Look at these little guys. They don't do a whole lot of swimming or moving around, but when they do, it's fun. You go to see them come up next to a small fish and just engulf it all at once. They're a pretty fun little pet. This guy's got some beautiful dark colors. Look at that. I wish this other one would come out. He's dark too. Let's turn on the light here. Yeah, you don't like that, do you? You're under there to get away from the light. Saving this one for a buddy. You know, you can put it in a 20-gallon tank, keep it for a year. There is my aquarium, and then my favorite pet, I almost forgot to show you. Check this little guy out. He probably looks huge this close to the camera, but he's just barely bigger than a quarter. Might be like almost a 50-cent piece. And he's an aggressive little turtle. Let's see if I can get him to show you. Nope. There he goes. I hand feed him so he recognizes this finger as food. Ow. He's got a little bite. It's gonna get worse. I love him. He's gonna grow. He'll be a big turtle someday. I just use my filter as my aerator. Keep the tank about 66% of the way full. So it filters the water and also aerates it at the same time. Works out pretty well. Probably have a little bit much going on in there for the size of the tank it is. But like I said, one of those flatheads is going to a friend. And if I can find a smaller soft-shell turtle, I'd like to replace this one with something maybe closer to the snapping turtle size. Still looking. But this is my flathead catfish aquarium. Well, it is flathead feeding time. I'm going to see if this little guy right here likes sandwich meat. And before you tell me that could be bad for fish, think about what they eat in the wild. It's definitely not always healthy young fish. This guy in here, I don't know, maybe he's the hungry one. And this, no, not him. Oh, somebody smells it. He's like, yeah, hook me up. That dude down there dug himself a nice little hole. He hasn't come out in a while. I feel like he'll come out once he gets hungry. Oh yeah, he's going in. Oh, it's so good. Nice, delicious turkey. Apparently the flathead doesn't like turkey. I think we're gonna give him a nightcrawler instead. He just got fed. I should have probably got it on film, I didn't. Big old grasshopper. Gobbled it up. And then little Snappy here. Oh, he ate too. But it looks like he dropped a little bit. He'll go back down there and get it. What's up, Snappy? What are you staring at? Well, let's grab a nightcrawler and see if we can get one of these flathead to eat something on camera. That seems to be the tricky part. Alright, we're back. Let's see if I can put a chunk of this right in front of that flathead. Let's see what he does. Alright. There's no way you're eating that whole thing. This is why it's tricky having bait fish in there. Let's try another one. Oh yeah. Perfect. Delicious, he says. Now we just got to feed the other two. I feel like this one should be easy. He's not going to see my hand. Oh, there he goes. I don't know if the camera got that. Yanked it right out of my fingers. Oh, baitfish is still struggling. Alright, we got one more flathead to feed. Honestly, I want to give him that chunk. I don't know if I'm going to get that back or not. Let's try it. Stay tuned. Alright, we got it back. Let's see if we can get this little guy to eat. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. He's feeling good now that he ate or something. Alright, buddy. I know you're hungry. Oh, come on. Come and get your worm. You haven't eaten in a while. Let's see if I can just get it right down there in front of him. There he goes. That's all three of them. Need to get a bunch more minnows in here so they've got something to chase around. It'll be more entertaining for the camera, I think. So there you have it for hand feeding flathead catfish. They were hungry today. Didn't like the lunch meat too well, but that's okay because we have plenty of worms. And they all three got a nice tasty piece of worm, and I'm sure the turtles will clean up the lunch meat. Mr. Bullfrog up here, he's got a big old grasshopper in his stomach. I didn't get that on camera, but I will add a small segment of him eating some crickets. So at least we'll have that. I have found with flathead, they will eat frozen fish. It doesn't necessarily have to be river caught fish. I've used pieces of tilapia, I've used artificial crab. They prefer live for sure. If you put a whole fish down there and it's moving at all, they're going to come out, they're going to kill it. You put a dead fish or a piece of dead fish down there, sometimes it can take anywhere from 15 minutes to 20 minutes before they eat it, but they're not too picky. If it's got some good protein, they'll scarf it down. That's about going to wrap up this video for feeding flathead catfish. And we'll go one more view of them. Oh, now they're all in the dark. I don't think they like being filmed. They also keep wrecking this thing. So one thing, they'll park themselves in one spot and they'll thrash to create enough water motion that they can dig out a hole. Like these rocks were standing up. I had a nice little structure. They knocked it down by digging these holes underneath. And then they just kept digging so they could squeeze underneath there. So now you can see they've just got these little dark tunnels. Flathead are definitely diggers. There might not be a whole lot of water in one area, but they will find a way to make a hole. So when you're out fishing for them, looking for them, it might be surprising what small, shallow areas they're in just because they've been able to dig a hole down in there. And there he comes out. He doesn't seem very happy. Oh, they're fighting. It's a good thing they've all three got a hole. I don't know why he doesn't get back in his home. We'll probably have to set something up a little different so they've got a little bit more comfortable areas. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. Feeding flathead catfish by hand. At least we got to see all three of them eat. Stay tuned for the next video, and I'll see you then. Nothing like some tasty turkey. Oh yeah, he loves it.